So, ladies and gentlemen, every day you don't work, the haters are winning. Every single day you don't work, your girl loses respect for you. Give me 1 second, guys. Ooh, it's a beautiful day outside. We're in the middle of nowhere in Hong Kong. I don't know if you guys can see, but we're on the rooftop. We're on the 4th floor. Anyways, excuse the freaking dogs, but every day you don't work, your girl loses respect for you. Every single day you don't put your goals into action, you don't take all of these things and into actually progressing your life, even you lose respect for yourself too, for a certain degree, because you're telling yourself that you have nothing to do and your life is basically boring and mundane, that there's nothing to improve, there's nothing to be proud of. So you stay the same and you stay stagnant, right? Excuse the freaking background noises. There's people moving. Growing up, I was very complacent. I was very lazy. I had nothing to do. I was very by myself. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, this is not a really good way to live, because yeah, you may be comfortable, yeah, you may be happy, but you're really not really trying to push yourself out the boundaries in terms of getting in better shape, in terms of making more money, in terms of cold approaching, or I don't know, something that you've been dreading to do, something that you hate but you know you got to do, right? And this could be applied to a lot of things for people, a lot for me, that I've been slacking in my life. But you see, it's okay to slack, but it's not okay to stay slacking off. And to the ones that are slacking off, I encourage you to keep on pushing. I encourage you to pick up the pace, because I'm telling you, man, before you know it, I snap my fingers, it's going to be 2026. Before I know it, your parents are going to be dead. Before you know it, you're going to be broke. And all of these things that you've wasted your time on really don't mean nothing. Scrolling on social media, partying, all of these things meant really nothing, right? So I'm telling you, lock in, because I remember you was telling me that you want to improve yourself. I remember you told me that you want to be better. I remember all the things you said at the start of this year, you know? And even last year, and the year before that, right? See, at least you know now. But to know is not enough, you must do. So I encourage you to keep on walking on your faith. Keep on continuing on this path for you. See, I'm not very good at talking to a camera. That's why I decided to pick up the camera, and I decided to speak to myself, speak to you guys, right? Because I noticed that a lot of you guys like the value that I provide in my last video, whether that is relationships, whether that is talking about money, business, or fitness, for example. I know I got a lot of hate, but you know, if you're not getting hate, that means you're doing something wrong. And if you are getting hate, that means you're doing something right. Because people are jealous of you, people are envious of you, and I'm telling you, every single day you don't work, the haters are right about you, your parents are right about you, and you say you want to prove them wrong, right? So this is the only way. But instead of proving them wrong, prove yourself right too, right? Because at the end of the day, all these guys don't matter. Only you matter. And it really depends on how you live your life, right? I personally want to live my life knowing that I did the best I could have done and died away fulfilling my purpose and my goals, right? If I died knowing that I was a freaking bitch and that I wasted so much of my time, that is the epitome of what every single unsuccessful person will think when they die, right? I still gotta read the dictionary, I still gotta get better at speaking. Man, life is so beautiful, but you just really have to take it one by one and understand that you said you was gonna do it, so do it. Because at the end of the day, that is what success is. Just repetition of habits that you've committed yourself to do, good habits that you've done day in, day out, right? It's not that hard. It's really that simple. I don't want to drop my freaking MacBook, because if I drop this MacBook, bro, it's done. It's freaking done, bro. This shit's freaking 4-story building. But look, I love you guys so much. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Because I'm telling you, life is so beautiful. And it's so much more fulfilling when you actually finish what you said you were going to do. Getting that physique at the gym, making that money, retiring your parents, making your girl proud, building your family. I lost so much respect for myself, and I had so much people who lost respect for me because I wasn't the best version of myself. Every day I was slacking. I realized that people would lose respect for me. Every day I was sleeping in, people was losing respect for me. Every day I was basically being a bitch and not saying what I was going to do. Lost respect for me. People won't want to admit that to you, but at some point you start to lose trust within yourself too. You lose trust because you're like, bro, I said I was going to do it, but I didn't do it. And then now it's like small little losses that accumulate to make a bigger loss. You can't stay stagnant. Well, in life you can actually, but it's more so you stay in the spiral of going down or spiral of going up. So spiral of going down is like, let's say you didn't wake up today, you didn't brush your teeth, and then you said you were going to do something, you didn't do it. You said you were going to go to the gym, you didn't do it. And all of these things add up over days, weeks, months, and it becomes your identity. And then now you can't even trust your own mind, right? Your mind isn't even on your side anymore, and you just do whatever you want. You're like a leaf blown in the wind. Wind blows you around. You don't get to control your life, right? People get to control you. Things get to control you. Your desires get to control you. And that's not a life I want to live personally. So, man, I know that you guys know you need to do something about it. But listen, man, no one will give a fuck about you more than you give a fuck about yourself. So lock in. I love you guys so much. And if my girl's watching this video, I love you so much. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Peace out.